Yeah, you already know he's in the building. I want to thank my Heavenly Father, my mother Sophia, etc., to infinity for, you know, I truly have a dual side. I do have both uh, an infinite amount of evil and an infinite amount of good. But it's a choice that I choose every day to be the brighter side. And that's in everything. All the little choices, every little choice. Because once you start getting in practice of doing the right thing, or I can't say it like that, I'm just leave it as the right thing. When you get into a rhythm of that, unconsciously, it goes into the big things. Because remember, the little things lead to is actually the foundation of everything that's complicated or grand. You know, that's what I've been saying throughout a lot of these videos, that everything correlates in all levels. It truly does. The little things that we overlook are the foundation, is the foundation. And if we constantly overlooking the little things or half-ass looking at the little things, that's just like in construction. If you're doing construction, you know everything got to be structurally sound, done with complete clear accuracy and precision. It all correlates. You know, you gotta do things in levels. And when you do things in levels and do the levels, each level correctly, you get enduring beauty, timeless, longevity. But if you know, cut corners, manipulate, use less less material to, you know, manipulate the same outcome, eventually it would show if it wasn't picked up on when whoever had it designed to build, instead of just looking at it and being, oh yeah, it's what I wanted, or actually have it or inspect it themselves. Truly. And these days we have technology that the structure could be built, completely built, and the only thing we have to do is just face a camera or, you know, something technology that we have, like X-ray vision, and look the shell, and look at the innards. And if you expecting the innards like you're supposed to, you'll see the cutting corners and not complete sections or components. And if you didn't know about that, that's looking at the little things. Do you know how many people have lost their lives and their families, deals with the loss of, a foundational piece in their family. Even if they don't lose their lives, they get hurt. It affects them, their ability to work, their ability to help out, move around and be the individual that they have always been. For what they represent, who they are for themselves and for their loved ones. You know, you could say earlier in the video earlier to this one, I was kind of in my feelings, but I have the right to be in my feelings. You're talking about my kids here. You're talking about a blessing that no parent should ever feel that loss. Not saying it hasn't happened, but what parent, especially a truly loving parent, will want to feel that, perceive that, endure that? You know, those are things that I really don't take lightly. Those are heavy, heavy pivotal points. And the stuff that I said on how I feel about it and what I ask God to do will not be changed because it's already been done. But God Himself, the Creator Jesus, Mother Sophia, themselves have tapped me on the shoulder. They say, nobody is truly damned. They want me to reiterate that, which in a lot of messages I have. And even in the message before this one, it was cleaned up but not cleaned up. And then it was an interruption. So I'm not apologizing. I'm just re-clarifying. God says we are all His, and I've been telling you that from the beginning. Even now, He's showing mercy to the ones that's still breathing, that's in this lost version of themselves. Um, we hear there's a lot of questions of addictions, sexual addictions, and drug addictions, and everything else. Because, like I said, it's levels, and it all correlates to the same thing. They all work on the same basic principles. That's absolute. True foundations. And when you use foundation, there's nothing to stand against it except for another foundation. And those foundations have to be strong. If that strong, other foundation is built faultily, eventually it'll fall. It might last for a minute. It might have some, longevity, but eventually it all crumbles. and yours will stand the test of time. In other messages, I have said that God don't care how lost you think you are or you feel you are. By you still having a conscience, still or finally seeing your error, and you are trying, but you feel you falling short. Don't give up, he says. I say, all creation say, don't give up. In other videos, I have said that this matrix is designed to break us, which is true in multiple ways, different levels, all same aspect, using the same rules. Religion is spiritualism. Spiritualism is religion. Just two different aspects. Both could lead you into the same place when you truly listening, ingesting, pondering, seeking truth of the matter or whatever is being spoken upon, even the mystical, what you feel is mystical. You question that too. You ponder that too. And put in process what not what you read, but what you actually hearing. What is this script is trying to tell me? What does this script want me to do? How do this fit in my life? And then go on a little time trip, jump in your time machine, and just wander to different past scenarios and situations that was uncomfortable, not fully in line, actually disturbed, gave trauma, left trauma, quietly or dramatically, and how we never really healed those, or maybe even attempt to heal. To be chosen is to answer the call of oneself, of all creation. All creation is asking you, your inner self, who are you and what you're going to contribute to the advancement, to the evolution of all existence. We all know when we pass on that the world still keep turning, no matter how much we have these apocalyptic or doomsday type of stories to fulfill this planet or our way of living as we know it. Can those things happen? I would have to say yes, for the simple fact thoughts, belief, fear, and confusion on a terrible, massive scale without no counterbalance, it will draw it. It will we pull in what we want, what we are. We magnetize to everything to a certain extent. When you resonating on that frequency, you are magnetized. It is drawn to you. So you know why you truly receiving what you're receiving. And if you ain't on that frequency and it seems to be attracted to you or you're attracted to it, it's because somebody is standing in your energy or multiple people are standing in your energy, mucking it up. 9 times out of 10 is family because, if you are loyal, into family ties, into family tightness, no matter how your family unit looks or holds itself, you have a you are connected. They are connected to you. You have a spiritual or invisible cord that ties you to that individual. We are all tied to each other. We all, that web of life, that that the worldwide grid, the world wide web, all that is us connected to each other in everything, plants, animals. We are connected to everything, the dirt, the stars, other galaxies. It's time to look within and search within oneself, see they wrongs, accept they wrongs, know it needs to be changed, and focus on that change. Even when you slip out of it, you forget. When it come back, shake yourself off, dust it off, if you want. Ichiko, but not really, but Ichiko, like, okay, we slipped that time, but let's Ichiko, and let's get this right. And I don't care if it's a billion times you slip. The main thing is get back up and get into that fight. If you still breathing, you could win that fight. You just gotta see it for what it is, respect it for what it is, and go for what you truly want. Because if you truly want it, it ain't nothing that nobody could do to stop it. It will have to manifest itself because you're gonna do everything that needs to be done for it to be manifested. And if you smart, it's in the positive. If it's in the negative, you hurting people, you not even, I can't say hurting people because, you know, there's a lot of different things that we do that's hurting people, but we're not making them do it, you know? So we just giving them access to what they need to stay away from if they out of hand with whatever they out of hand with. But that is not our that's not in our control. You know, that is not in our control. We provide a means, and however those means are being used is pertaining to that individual. Another thing that goes in a lot of different aspects, and I'm not even gonna say a lot. I'm gonna say infinite. All these are the true essence of everything. Is the origin, the foundation. Foundation is God. Foundation is Jesus. Foundation is anything positive, anything uplifting, anything that generates health, abundance, prosperity, camaraderie, empathy, and genuine togetherness. Knowing where one is down, or all will eventually be down. So why leave somebody down? Let's pick them up so nobody gets left down. Who wants to be left behind? Who? Nobody. But those people that get left behind or feel that they left behind, are you truly left behind? You left behind because you stopped moving. Eventually, there's a destination where all of us have to make or eventually make if we keep moving. So don't beat yourself up for stopping. You stopped for whatever you needed to stop for rest. You didn't perceive where everything else was going that you wanted to be there. But once you got your fill or got your rest or got your bearings back together where you need to be or where you're supposed to be, you'll start crawling, eventually start walking. Then, with enthusiasm and momentum, you run through it. That's what it is. Right, I'm about to eat, so y'all have a good one.